for the people who are new to the business of investing, or also people who are uh, in the business but want to expand more in their portfolio, I think One Central Property is the firm to go with.
So Hirak, we've just, well, about 2-3 weeks ago, within a month, we already exchanged your contract in Canberra, your first investment property.
Yes.
We did a very different situation where we did a top up. You refinanced, used the equity from your home, and
Yep.
bought this investment property. How did you find the whole journey?
Frankly speaking, Bruno, the point where I contacted you, and then when you contacted me, we started discussing what possibility it can be, and then we looked at different properties, what my finance will be, and what properties we can look at. So then, after sorting out which property we wanted, you put me through the contact of one of your broker, and and he took me and my wife finances and everything. And basically, because we have the mortgage on our house, and then because we have been living here for 3 years, he said you will have equity in your house and you might have paid some loan out of that. So
Yes.
based on that factor, we can see how much your house is worth. So he did a valuation, it all came good, and then he said you will be able to borrow X amount of money,
Yeah.
which you can use to put as a cash deposit or use as a deposit for investment property. So that was very smooth process. The broker was very good. We went back and forth, and then it went well, and the loan was approved for what equity we wanted, and that become my base for the deposit for the property me and Bruno has decided we will sign the contract on.
Yeah.
So I think my experience with starting from Bruno and with my the broker has been very good.
Awesome. Were you surprised when we went with that strategy? Did you know that this strategy exists?
I did have a bit of idea of what we can do when we have equity with the home, but I didn't know about the process of how the broker mentioned that you can take that as a loan for renovation, but you can still use that
Yes.
as a deposit for the other home which you want to invest to. So that was quite a big point of knowing how we can take cash out and use that for investing in the other property.
Yeah, and we ended up choosing the goal with the objective we have. The first investment property was a positively geared property from day one. So are you happy that this first investment property is basically generating a positively geared from day one, basically can pay off a lot of things for you?
Yes, absolutely. Basically, because me and Bruno sat down and said what we want to look at, what our future will look at, and that's how Bruno helped me searching and looking for the property which was best suited to our finance capacity. And being a positively geared property, we were happy with what the 10-year blueprint Bruno has shown us and how the property will work for the 10 years time. So we were quite happy with how we have invested in the property for the long run, which will help us in the longer term and the future to reinvest into other properties.
That's awesome. And just lastly, would you recommend anyone who hasn't invested before, they have no idea how to invest, would you recommend them to a similar journey that you went through with us?
Yes, absolutely. Because I came through One Central Property, I suppose through Facebook thing, and then I message because I was bit of uh, in dilemma. Like that's all sort of different agents and
Yep.
property agency which are on social media, and they
Yep.
do things differently. So I thought I will just play a safe game, asking as many agents as possible
Yep.
to see how things work in real estate market.
Yep.
So I thought of messaging One Central Property, and Bruno from One Central Property got back to me, and he explained everything in more detail, and every process, every step. He was very good with communication, and also he was very approachable. He was very open to any questions we have, and basically he made the investment journey very easy and smooth process. So I will definitely recommend the Bruno and One Central Property for the people who are new to the business of investing, or also people who are uh, in the business but want to expand more in their portfolio. I think One Central Property is the firm to go with.
Oh, thank you very much for your kind words. We're definitely going to be looking forward to expand to your second and beyond to a point where
Thank you.
you can build out a portfolio. So thank you very much.
No problem, Bruno.